Hello everyone, welcome back to AGON, the Lost Sword of Toledo. Last time we got this little letter. My dearest daughter, this box is yours. It couldn't belong to anyone else because only someone who knew me well can have access to its contents. The many who knew me well, and you're the only one remaining. Please preserve the modest treasures of my modest life. Remember me with love, your loving father. There it is. Trying to figure out back away. Okay. I didn't even know there was a leather chair right there. Can we sit in it? Nope. No leather chair for us. Alright, let's get out of this office. Well, it's technically a room, not really an office. Can I talk to you? There's some biscuits here. Oh, no, those are mushrooms. What am I saying? There it is.
Miss, you said, didn't you, that you know the melody the box plays?
Yes, I have heard it. It was my father's favorite song, but I don't know anything more about it.
Neither its title, nor the lyrics, nor... nothing?
I am ashamed, Professor, but no, really, nothing.
Oh, well.
The music box must contain another compartment or compartments. Your father closed these off from prying eyes. Have you any idea what kind of code might help open the inner lid? We have 8 dials with 12 letters on each.
Oh, Professor, I have also seen those dials, but I have no idea what the right letters might be. You will help me find the solution, won't you?
Yes, of course.
Haha. Really helpful. Let's see here. Try and get something, I think? Like this? Yes!
Miss Diaz-Palencia, the ballet dancer in the music box was concealing a letter. Your father wrote it, and you are the addressee.
Really? A letter?
I've read it, if you will forgive me.
Of course, Professor. Don't apologize. I have no secrets, and I am happy you are trying to help.
Please read it. I believe Mr. Diaz-Palencia explains the strange legacy he left behind. Nevertheless, it does not make our situation any easier.
Cool, that's it for that. Let's get out of here. Where's the door? There it is.
Mr. Hunt, I've made some biscuits. Please have some. Take as much as you please. You will find the basket on the rim of the well.
Oh, thank you very much, Miss Diaz-Palencia.
Do you believe I was right? Hee hee. Take the biscuits.
Who knows? Sometimes a few biscuits can do you good service.
Yeah. I suppose. Lag! Alright, let us
Perhaps a little shabby, but a pleasant house. The young lady must live upstairs. The kitchen and other rooms must be downstairs.
Nice observation while facing the door. There we go. Let's see, Diaz-Palencia. Ah, we can go to the Candelas. Do we want to? I don't think we... Let's head back here real quick. There's one thing I know we can do. Wish we didn't have to look at these animations every single time we went to a location. Let's see, there's a guitar guy here. Why the heck are we lagging? You better not be trying to install Windows 10 again.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, stranger. Have you got some money? Or at least something to eat? I am happy to play your tune in exchange.
Ah, yes, we have food. Glorious food.
Yum! Fresh biscuits, eh? You can have 3 songs for this, sir. What shall I play for you?
What's your name, my man?
Domingo. Just like that, Domingo.
Well, Domingo, I don't know what to ask you to play. Play something the late Diaz-Palencia the painter would have liked.
Oh, I don't know, my dear sir, what he would have liked.
Well, anyway, play me a nice tune that's well known hereabouts.
As you please, sir. I promised 3 songs. Here you are. La Vidalita. Pasear a caballo.
I like this one. You're good.
Marceliano.
Great job, bravo.
Thank you, Domingo. See you later.
May we have the good fortune to meet again, sir. Forgive me, sir, I am thirsty. I will have a drink in the restaurant. Come back later.
All right, Domingo. See you later.
I guess the drink in the restaurant's not gonna happen. Well, probably will happen. Let's take a peek down the road. What's this? Oh, just a gate. Nothing. Nothing of interest here. Alright, let's grab another. Let's go back home. We'll get to the Candelas in a minute. I just want to refill our biscuit just in case we might need another. Oh, this looks like we're just playing songs.
These biscuits are very popular today.
Yes, it does seem. It looks like, according to this, that we're gonna be doing this several times. So, I believe we are going to make progress other places first. We're gonna head to the Candelas' house.
Good afternoon, madam. My name is Hunt. I am a professor from England. Miss Carmen Diaz Palencia sent me to you.
Good afternoon. Carmen sent you? Is she unwell, perhaps?
No, you don't need to worry. I am her friend. I would like to talk to you.
With me? Well, all right. Come inside, Mr. Hunt.
Madam, are you the widow of the late Mr. Candelas?
Yes, sir. My name is Isabelle Candelas. My husband passed away quite a long time ago. And now my son, too. True, he has not died, but this is almost like death. You know, he has been imprisoned. Innocent.
Yes, I have heard the story from Miss Diaz Palencia. Where is your son locked up?
For a few more days here at the police station at the Plaza San Pedro. But soon they will take him to the capital, and there it will be hopeless to try and prove his innocence. That coward Garcia de la Rica is an influential man, a well-known politician, and no one will say a word against him.
Alright, Huey.
Madam, actually, I am in search of the AGON.
Sorry, sir, I don't know anyone by that name.
Oh, okay.
What kind of man is your son, Mrs. Candelas?
Francisco is my everything. He is honest. My late husband and I brought him up to be a great man. I am certain that Alonso Garcia de la Rica only wants to take revenge on the Candelas family with the charges he made up. He himself knows that my son is an honest man and would never do something like that. To steal from the man who gives him work, and to steal a sword that my husband gave that monster. Impossible. Francisco is innocent.
What is your son's job?
Francisco learned the smith's profession from his father, Carlos Candelas. The Candelas family is a famous line of master swordsmiths, Mr. Hunt. Although nowadays, Beautiful swords or other fine works are not so easy to sell. My son could only make money from blacksmith work and repairs, just enough for the two of us. I don't know what I will do now that I'm so old.
Oh, you'll be fine.
Mrs. Candelas, could you tell me about your husband?
My husband, God bless him, was an excellent master. The last Candelas who could craft the famous blade of Toledo. Due to my father-in-law's international fame, the late Juan Candelas, the blade master, many people used to come to him, and they never left disappointed. However, he unexpectedly left us 2 years ago. The doctor could not exactly say what fatal disease took him.
The lost sword. That's what the game's about.
Could you tell me what this lost sword looked like?
Of course I can, Mr. Hunt. For decades I saw it every day. It hung up there on the wall of our bedroom. It was a beautifully ornamented piece, with lots of ornamental curves, precious stones, and a perfect blade, which the famous blade master engraved his name on. It was one of Juan Candelas' best works. My father-in-law gave it to us as a wedding present. Well, yes, it was a long time ago.
If it is such a masterpiece and even a family heirloom, why was Alonso Garcia de la Rica given the sword?
Please, Mr. Hunt, don't ask me these questions. Those were confused times. That is, I don't know it myself. Something happened 4 years ago. Carlos was upset for weeks, had sleepless nights, and lost a lot of weight. But he did not talk about his trouble, however much I asked him. Then, suddenly, he announced to my son and me that he had lost a bet, and he had to give the beautiful weapon to Garcia de la Rica. I admit I never believed a word of his, but I knew him. There must have been a reason for his decision. I had to accept it. My son didn't argue with him either. He accepted it. He only told me once that if we had still had that sword, he would have asked for dear Carmen's hand. My dear treasure, they love each other so. But Francisco is just as proud as he is poor.
Oh, great, this part. Talk about everyone. Let's start with Domingo, the guitar player.
Domingo? That musician beggar there in the square? He's always there, but I don't know him really. Salvador was a handsome man. Unfortunately, he died not so long ago. We will all pass away. He was reserved, sort of an artistic personality who turned women's heads even as an old man. My husband and he were good pals, even when they were children. And after the long trip to England, everything continued where they had left it years before. He and Carlos met a lot in the last years. They were good men. God bless them both.
Oh, excuse me. The only two things. We'll just
Carmen is an angelic being. I know her well. She was still a baby when I became her nanny. Oh, what a beautiful baby she was. She heard Spanish from me for the first time. I considered her my daughter. She became a clever, smart girl, in that she takes exactly after her father. And she loves my son so much. And of course, he loves her too. My God, how happy I'd be if I saw them marry in this life.
Last thing.
Mr. Alonso was both my husband's and the painter Diez Palencia's childhood friend. Today it is difficult to say this, but they were friends. Good friends. Even as they got older. After Salvador returned from England, they were on friendly terms again. But Mr. Alonso was always on the margins of the business. The Garcia de la Rica family is very rich. Many politicians and other powerful men have descended from their line. But he was of a different nature than the other two. Years ago there was some family tragedy. Then he really broke down. Since then he has only been concentrating on the city matters, instead of his own business. He has become a lonely and grumpy man, although I used to see him laugh when he was younger.
Thank you, Mrs. Candelas, for answering my questions.
It was my pleasure, Mr. Hunt. You seem to be such a nice, honest person. You will take care of dear Carmen, won't you?
Of course. What's more, I'll see what I can do for your dear son.
Oh, I would be eternally indebted to you, Professor.
Okay, now that is done. Oh, we can't explore? I was gonna say let's go ahead and explore, but we can't. Not yet, at least. Oh, Nate. Just take a peek. Well, we can explore a little bit, it looks. But we can't go upstairs yet. No, let me just make sure we talked everything. What's out there? Oh, nothing really. Let's go. Ah, to the police local. Oh, I remember that guy. Alright, let's do it, I guess. Ah, yes, I'm going to save real quickly, just for the sake of it. Let's see here. Good, I was smart. I made a new file. I couldn't remember. I'm gonna save here, and I'm going to take a peek at my old save file really quickly once we're done with this episode, because I need to check something.
Good morning, officer. My name is Professor Samuel Hunt, a researcher from the British Museum. I would need some information.
Well, a foreigner. Good morning, Professor. What is a professor doing here? Do you have somewhere to stay? You can just walk around here in the street. I know a hotel
I came to visit an old acquaintance. I'm staying with my friend. I am housed comfortably, thank you.
old acquaintance. But I bet I haven't seen you here about.
That is correct. I know this person from England.
This must be Salvador, the painter. But he's dead. Are you joking with me?
His daughter was so kind as to host me, but do not worry, I only intend to stay for a few days.
I see. But still, if you needed it, I know a good hotel. My nephew is the...
Thank you, officer, no. But would you answer a few questions of mine?
Of course. That is, it depends on what you're interested in.
We're interested in Francisco Candelas.
I am looking for a certain young man by the name of Francisco Candelas.
Francisco? You see, it's not the best time. He's sitting over there. It wasn't easy to catch him because he resisted strongly. But I grabbed him hard by his shirt and brought the villain in here to steal from that good Mr. Alonso. He stole an ornamental sword worth a fortune, did you know?
Yes, I've heard about it. And I've also heard that the sword is still missing and that the boy is innocent.
Uh-huh. Word travels fast, huh? Well, that sword really hasn't been found. Not yet. But I'll get it. I'll find it, since I'm concentrating all my efforts on it, as you can see. But the idea that the Francisco kid is innocent, it would be difficult to prove. It was his grandfather's sword. He wanted to get it back. Blatantly obvious.